yawning, I'm so tired of yawning. If I don't stop yawning, I'm so tired of yawning. Yawn, 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 yawn. What you looking at? What you looking at? What you looking at? Oh God, are you trying to choke me? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. What are you doing? Dog attacks, right? Ridiculous. Everybody, it's your girl Cat Shay with the Hobbies coming at you with another video. Today's video is how we create magical worlds from reality. It is a collab with the beautiful Liselle Sambury. I will have her channel and her video linked in the description box below. Stop it. Dog mom problems, right? In today's video, we will be talking about how we created our fictional worlds from the reality around us. Jesus Never Went to College is set in the fictional town of Willow Park, Kansas. It's a town, city, whatever, that I created based off of cities that I've lived in, lived around, been a part of, things that I've taken from those cities that I wanted to put into this one place. So for those of you who don't know, if you're new to my channel, I am from the great state of Oklahoma. But my family ranges from pretty much all the states down the middle of the U.S., right? So Nebraska, Iowa, Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, Missouri, Arkansas, those kind of places. Outside of the fact that most of the states I named touch Oklahoma, they are states that I have been to numerous times, know a decent enough amount about, and have families that are there that I could construct this place. So when we talk about Willow Park, Kansas, we have to talk about over a century's worth of history that I've begun to write. So Willow Park, Kansas is actually the second name for the town and the larger surrounding areas. So originally it was Red Harris, Kansas. Red Harris, Kansas is actually where Penelope's Curve, this short story that is coming out, y'all. I sent it to an editor. The editor gave me some really good feedback and things to think about. So that's the only reason y'all haven't seen it. Sorry, I had to put that in there real quick. Okay, now back to regularly scheduled programming. In Red Harris, Kansas, Penelope's Curve takes place, and a lot of the older stories that are going along with that short story collection. Willow Park, Kansas is Red Harris's desire to step away from the history of slavery and racial animosity that it had. The mayor of the town, John Taylor, is one of the ones who helps to foster the change that comes in, that changes Red Harris to Willow Park. Willow Park being a larger city. So Willow Park, Kansas is actually based off of Edmond, Oklahoma. It is a suburb of sorts. It has a university that sits on its campus. That university is the University of Central Oklahoma that sits in Edmond, Oklahoma, and the overall structure of William Jefferson Stanley University and where it sits within the town is based off of both the University of Central Oklahoma and the University of Tulsa. It was full of very snobbish people because a lot of them grew up going to private schools their entire lives, or going to boarding schools with only males, or boarding schools with only females. These were things that they did. So this private university was full of students like that. While University of Central Oklahoma is more it's under the umbrella of the bigger universities in Oklahoma, like Oklahoma State University, University of Oklahoma. And so it's under those, but it's still a very big university, and it's very affordable. It's the one that you go to. It's it's in my hometown. It's not that far. I can get away from Tulsa. I can get away from Oklahoma City just a little bit and get there. And so that's what I wanted with Willow Park, Kansas. With the Stanley University. I wanted it to be where I just had this city that has all this hustle and bustle. It has all these things that go on around it, and let's drop this university in the middle of it. And that's what I did. And so on the university campus, I have kind of made it to mimic both of those universities put together. So when you drive into William Jefferson Stanley University, there is like this roundabout, and you can see like all these apartment complexes, these big formal buildings right in front of you, and then apartment complexes on your side. And that is similar to the entrance of the University of Tulsa. There's a lot more space and land walking around the University of Central Oklahoma than the University of Tulsa, and so I wanted to kind of highlight that. I wanted there to be a nice like agricultural presence on that campus as well, for future stories that I want to write, future Penelope's Curve stories, for those of y'all who don't know. When creating the university, it was really hard for me because the first time I created a college series, tentatively and lovingly called the Law School Chronicles, it was set on a HBCU. For those of you who don't know, a HBCU is a historically black college and or university. They were started because black Americans were not allowed to attend PWIs, or predominantly white institutions. If you're wondering what a predominantly white institution is, it's every institution that isn't an HBCU. So I struggle with that because, as y'all know, I am, for my people, like 110,000 million% right. Arrest the killers of Breonna Taylor. I have to remind y'all, in case y'all forgot. Arrest them boys. Because they're definitely not men. They're definitely not men. Like, arrest them. Now back to our regular scheduled programming. I struggle with it because I'm for my people and HBCUs are not highlighted enough in literature. I wanted to do that. But for the sake of this story, I knew that what I wanted to tell was a little bit different, right? And I knew that I needed to focus on the whiteness of this institution and how it affects Asharia, who is a Christian. So that was one of the reasons why I chose to make William Jefferson Stanley University a predominantly white institution. The other reason is, on predominantly white institution campuses, there's a lot more microaggressions than when you're with your own people. Like, there are aggressions that you get from your people because communities, everybody's got a beef about something, everybody got a problem with something, not everybody is going to like who you are, same skin color, same community or not, right? When I created Willow Park, all these ideas began to flood in for ways that I could expand this city, in a way that I can expand it into something that could be a multi-genre thing for me. I just want to encourage you to use the things around you to help create a world that is authentic to you, even if it's not set in contemporary places. So, to fast forward and other things that I'm writing, I'm working on a short story fantasy collection, and things that happen in Willow Park, Kansas during short stories or novellas like Dorian and the Woman in Red. Fast forward Willow Park, Kansas to a fantasy type world where it is now the Lavender Isles, and the weather has changed, and the things that grow on the planet have changed, and all these different things. Like, Willow Park, Kansas is just the tip of the iceberg. Like, there's stuff behind it, there's stuff in front of it, there's stuff for you to read. Like, there's so much that has gone into this one place, and that has flowered into these other beautiful places. Like, it's amazing the creativity you can get in when you start world building. And so in this video, I just wanted to highlight how my world building has gotten started and where it is going, and how I use the things around me, from places that I grew up in, places that I visited, places that I just did photo shoots, like the University of Central Oklahoma. The most I've done there are photo shoots for graduating seniors. And I have got to tour that campus in doing that. And it fueled a desire to help structured Stanley University. The University of Tulsa. I went to school there for a year, only a year, but it shaped so much of my life as a college-age black woman. Like, it had such a profound impact. I could not use it to create Stanley University. Alright guys, that's going to be the end of this video. I want to thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. Also, you better go check out Lizelle's video. Like, it's down in the description box below. Go check it out. She has great content. I am just so thankful, Liselle, for you being willing to do this collaboration with me. I have had a great time shooting this video. I'm just so thankful. You are an inspiration to me. I admire you so much. I look up to you in this writing community. So thank you so much for doing this with me and collaborating with me. I appreciate you so much. So again, everyone watching this video, I thank you so much for taking the time to watch it. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for following my writing journey and just being here with me. Again, I just want to give you good, authentic, transparent content about what I'm doing and what I'm working on. So I thank you so much for watching this. You guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye. I whip my hair back and forth. I whip my hair back and forth. I whip my back and forth. I whip it. Whip it real hard. Yeah, y'all. New weave, I do believe.